Today I will be working with 4 students in regards to the guided reading assignment that we have, and we will be discussing the book Good Boy Buddy. Okay, so from looking at the title, students, what is the first thing that you notice about the cover? That is good. Good, Tom. That is correct. There is a dog on the cover. Does everyone see that? Does everybody agree with Tom? Good job. That's right. There is a dog on the cover. And how about this red thing right here? Red thing right here. Who knows what this is? Wow. Good job. A fire hydrant. Right. A fire hydrant. Now, from looking at our title, let's look at our title, Good Boy Buddy. So from reading our title, what can we predict? What can we predict? Do we think this is going to be a happy story or a sad story? Or do we all, good job, Sarah. We all agree. We're all in agreement that this is going to be a good story. A good story. Good job. And why do we know that it's going to be a good story? What word? Right, the word good. The word good tells us that it's going to be a happy or a good story. Good job, that word right there. And looking at the cover, okay? So let's open our book to the flap here. On the inside cover, we have some information here that's going to be very helpful in our guided reading assignment today. Up here we have our sight words. And as I go over the sight words, some of you are familiar with these words. Just go ahead and touch the word. Come, the first word, good. Over. Said. Saw. Took. And went. So these are our sight words that we're going to be looking for throughout the story in a moment. Now down below, we have the words that are going to be in the story. And the words in our story that we're going to be looking for, let's touch this first word here. Boy, chase, climb, park, ran, and store. So these are the words we're going to be looking for. Up here are going to be our sight words, and some of our sight words are on the board. And these here are going to be the words that are in the story. Both of these are words in the story that we're going to be looking for, but we're really going to be paying attention to both columns, both words, because later on we're going to do an activity with these two words, with these two groups of words. Okay. Now let's turn over here. Let's take a look at this page, just this page right here, before we turn to page 2. So what can we tell from this page alone about the story? Who has an idea about what he is doing in that story? And by the way, we said earlier that this is the dog, so what can we assume? What can we predict? That's right, Bill. We can predict that his name is Buddy, that the dog name is Buddy. Good job. Do we all agree? Yeah, that his name is Buddy. And what is Buddy doing in this picture, Sarah? Can you tell what Buddy's doing in this picture? Very good job. So it looks like Buddy is chasing a squirrel, right? Okay, good job. So let's go ahead. I'm going to read the first few pages to you. Well, actually, I'm going to read the first few pages to you, and then I'm going to let you read alone by yourself, and then we're going to come back and talk about the story. Okay, so right here on page 2, everybody turn to page 2. Page 2. Anna took Buddy to the store. Be a good boy, said Anna. Anna went into the store. Okay, so we have Buddy right here on page 2. We have that thing we talked about earlier before we started reading. That's a fire hydrant. Good job. Okay, now right here is Anna. Why do you think Anna is pointing her finger at Buddy? Tammy, do you have an idea? Or Bill? Okay, Bill, good job, right? Because she is sort of like giving him some directions, right? She's giving, that is correct. She is pointing her finger like she's telling him that, Buddy, she's like she said, I want you to be a good boy. Okay, so I'm going to read the next page. Let's turn the page. So everybody turn to page 4. But Buddy, and everybody following along with your fingers, but Buddy was not a good boy. Buddy saw a squirrel. He had to chase the squirrel. So right there is one of our story words, okay? So he had to chase the squirrel. Okay, so I'm going to let you read along the rest of the book, and then we're going to come back in just a moment, and we're going to talk about some of the things that you saw in the book and what you read. Okay, go ahead and take a few minutes. Everyone go ahead and take a few minutes and read through the book. Do your best, and I will be sitting here taking notes, and I will be helping you along if you need help. Okay, good job. Did everyone finish reading? Okay. Okay, let's talk about the story. Let's talk about the story, Good Boy Buddy. So we said earlier that the dog name is Buddy. Everybody agreed with that? That was correct. And that Anna was his owner or mom. Some of you said that Anna is his mom. So now who all here has pets? Wow, okay, so all of you have pets, okay? So Tom and Bill, you have dogs, and Sarah and Tammy, you have cats and okay, and you have wow, and you have a chicken. That's really interesting, Tammy. That's good. We'll have to hear about that later. Okay, so everybody here has pets. That's wonderful. Okay, so Anna and Buddy are at the store. So do you ever go to the store with your mom and dad? Okay, yes, good. So some of you do go to the store with your parents. It's really good. Very good. So what we're going to talk about right now is what happened first. Who remembers what happened first in the story? Right. Buddy started chasing a squirrel. And where did they go? Where did they go? That is correct. They went to the park. The park. So Buddy chased the squirrel into the park. And what page do we know that happened on? Good job. Page 6. We see Buddy here. We see the squirrel. And we see right up here, the squirrel ran into the park. Buddy ran into the park too. So we know that Buddy chased the squirrel into the park. Okay? What happened next? What happened next? Okay, exactly. The squirrel went up into the tree. Could Buddy go up in the tree? No. Have you ever seen a dog climb a tree? No, right? So Buddy, what was Buddy doing? He was sitting there watching the squirrel in the tree. Okay, some more of our story words and sight words are on this page. So what happened next? Right, the butterfly, exactly, the butterfly. So Buddy started chasing the butterfly. We know this why. Exactly, on page 8 it says, then Buddy saw a butterfly, and if we keep going, he had to chase the butterfly. So pages 8 and 9 tell us what happened next. He saw the butterfly, then he started to chase the butterfly. So page 9 is where we saw him chasing the butterfly. So did the butterfly come back? Buddy wanted the butterfly to come back, right? Yes, he did. But did the butterfly come back? And right here, what is this word? Can anyone tell me what this word is here? It is part of our storybook word, but it has a new ending. So that is correct, Tom. Chased. So chased is something that's past tense. ED, chased. Buddy chased the butterfly over a bridge. So this is something that he was doing. So he chased him over the bridge. Buddy wanted, also ED. He wanted the butterfly to come back. Okay, so these are action words. He chased him and he wanted something that he felt. Okay, but in the action past tense, chased. Okay, so that's how we know that he's already did that. That when he chased him, he's doing it at that time. But he chased him. This is after the fact, okay? So, did the butterfly come back? No. And how do we know this? On page 11. Page 11. But the butterfly did not come back. We know that is correct. Good job, class. We know that he did not come back. So, who did Buddy chase next? Good job. Buddy, if we turn our page, we'll see that Buddy saw a boy on it. What was the boy doing? He was riding a bike. Right, good job. And what was he riding the bike over? Right, the bridge. So Buddy saw a boy on a bike. Buddy had to chase. That means he's going to be doing it now. The boy, so he's going to be chase the boy. Buddy chased. Okay, so that's showing that he had already did it. That he chased the boy over the bridge. Okay, so he saw him. He took action, and he started to chase the boy, and he chased him, showing past tense, over the bridge. Okay, did the boy see Buddy? Yes, he did. The boy did see Buddy. Now, do we know the boy's name? Did anybody find the boy's name in the story? No. The boy's name was not in the story, right? Because they just said boy. So that's all we have to go by. Okay. So we know Buddy and the boy went out of the park. What happened next? Where was the boy going? Correct, Sarah. The boy was going to the store. Okay, so what was Buddy doing? He was sort of like following along, right beside the boy. And the boy was going to the store. The same store as Anna, right? How do we know? Who can tell me, why do you think it's the same store Anna was at? Right, Tom, because we see the red fire hydrant right there that we saw earlier. So we know more than likely, okay, that this is the same store that Anna is at. So let's turn the page and see. Let's turn the page and see. Anna came out of the store. So you're right, Tom. She came out of the store and she saw Buddy, and what did she say? Can we all say this together? Good boy, Buddy. Good job, she said. Okay? Good boy, Buddy, she said. So, what do you think? Do you think that Anna knew that Buddy left the store after she said, stay here, be a good boy? No, why? Exactly, Tammy, because she is saying, good boy, Buddy. So she's thinking that Buddy was there. Do we all agree that she thinks Buddy was there all along? Yes, so she doesn't know Buddy had somewhat of an adventure, right? Yes, he did. Okay, so what we're going to do now, what I want you to do now, I want you to go back through the story. And as you reread the story, here's a yellow highlighter. And I want you to use your pencil. Okay, so let's go back to the front cover. As you go back through the story, you are going to highlight the sight words in the story with the yellow marker, with your highlighter, the sight words, and then you are going to circle with a pencil the story word vocabulary. Okay, before I have you do that, we're going to go over the words one more time. I want us to say the words together as we touch the words, starting now. Come, good, over, said, saw, took, went. Those are all of our sight words, and we also have them on the board. So what are we going to do? Right, exactly. Good job, students. We are going to highlight our sight words. Good job. Okay, now we're going to go over our story words. Right here. Boy, touching. Good job, Bill. Boy, chase, climb, park, ran, and store. So we're going to circle our story words with our pencil. So as you're reading back through the story again, you're going to use these two things, correct, to do that. And then after you finish with that, I'm going to check over that for you and make sure that we all was able to highlight, pick out our sight words and circle our story words. And then I want you to do the activity after that. After you've read it, I want you to do the activity on the back here. I want you to draw and write a few sentences with these questions here. I'm going to go over this with you, then I'll go over it again with you if you need help. Draw and write. Draw a picture of your favorite place in the community. Now, what's a community? Good job, right? Because we've talked about that once before in class, what a community is. Good job, guys. Write about your picture. Use these 3 questions. Okay, what is this place called? What is the place called in your community that you're drawing about? Where? What is it called? Where is this place in your community? Is it on your street? Is it in your neighborhood somewhere? Or at your cousin's house? that you like or at a friend's house. So you're going to, what is this place called? Where is the place in your community? And why do you like this place? So you're going to be drawing about a small picture, and you're going to be answering those 3 questions. And then at the end, I'm going to pick that up and take a look at it. And then tomorrow when we come back, before we start our new story to go over our new guided reading story, we're going to talk about what we drew about and what we wrote about. And I will be sitting here, and we're going to have about 10 more minutes on this guided reading activity, and then we're going to go back and meet up with the group. Good job, class. Good job, students.